Well, this morning in Austin is the Naked Foot 5K run where shoes are optional, but it brings up a good point about what is considered a good running shoe. Joining us today is Dr. Urukalo, a podiatrist or foot doctor with the Austin Diagnostic Clinic. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with how important a good running shoe is for a runner.
I think it's probably one of the most important things the shoe is. It's really what the contact with the ground is, and it makes all the difference. One of the things you shouldn't skimp on is the shoe.
And there are several different running surfaces, obviously, running on concrete or asphalt, running on grass. Does the different surface depend on the shoe? I mean, does the shoe depend on the surface?
Absolutely. It certainly makes a difference if you're running on asphalt or cement versus grass versus gravel or sand even.
And what are some of the different factors that go into which shoe is right for which person?
It really depends on the foot type. So most folks have a more pronated foot that tends to pronate.
And when you say that, what do you mean? Collapsing
of the arch is pronation. It's a normal part of gait cycle, but the important thing is whether it happens too much or not enough. So that would be the key in determining the type of shoe. There's neutral shoes, there's stability, motion control, and they kind of range in terms of how much they limit the pronation.
So I guess the best way to get fit for a shoe is just to have someone take a look at your natural running gait, or?
Absolutely. It really has turned into a science, the shoe buying experience, I guess. So it's best to leave it to the experts. A lot of the shoe stores, Runtex, Texas Running Company, they do have folks that are very well trained in assessing that.
And so there are some running shoes that have more of a raised heel. There are some with kind of what they call a zero drop that are more of a flat surface. And I guess, is there a proper shoe to buy, or does it just all depend on your particular foot?
It depends on your particular foot type and also your goals and expectations. Are you running long distances, short distances, minimalist shoe versus something that's more sturdy? What kind of terrain are you running on? All of this really plays a role. There's so many choices and variables.
And there's some with the high arch and there's some with a flat arch, and I guess again it all depends on your foot and comfort level.
Absolutely, and what you're expecting to do with it, how far you're willing to take it.
So for someone that is just a casual runner, how long can they expect to go in a certain pair of shoes before they need to look at a new pair?
Typically we recommend 300 to 400 miles, and it's good to have two different types of shoes that you alternate rather than being in the same shoe at all times.
And what are some things that can happen if you're not fitted correctly, if you're running in a bad shoe? What kind of can stem from that?
Again, a lot of varieties. Anything from something as annoying as a blister or irritation to really going into more damage, injuries, tendonitis, even stress fractures, shin splints, all sorts of things. So it really can escalate pretty quick.
Absolutely. How do you, treat that when they come in? Are you asking them just to lay off for a little bit, or can it vary?
It really varies. I like to keep folks running if I can, and a lot of times there's a minor modification that you can do to kind of fix them and then keep them going, because you want to keep that motivation for exercise. Once you quit, it's kind of hard to get back in, but sometimes you just have to say, you're hurting yourself, stop, and then let's cross-train and get you back safely.
Absolutely, and good information for a big running community here in Austin. Dr. Urukalo, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.